What's going on, guys? It's Let's Brighten the Day here. I'm on to my 4th video because I got my 4th email from somebody, so let me read this out loud. It says, "Please help. Hi, my name is Halie. I am 13 years old and I have family self issues. My parents hate each other and won't get a divorce and won't work through their problems. Instead of handling things as adults, they bicker and fight, and I have to hear it day in and day out. I have a huge family, and it is full of hatred, liars, and thieves. All they do is take from one another, and everywhere I look, someone is stabbing someone in the back, and I'm scared to make things stop. What hurts me most is they don't even think about how it's going to affect one another, and it drives me crazy seeing the people I love hurt each other. I'm convinced that my dad hates me. He never wants to hear what I have to say, and has said that. He treats my mom like crap and says he doesn't have to contribute to the household because he makes the money. Then he goes on to say he is the only one that does any work. He completely neglects his children and wife and is okay with it. I just wish we would go away and let us live happily. Thinking about what my mom has to go through makes me want to cry. He calls her nasty names and she just takes it. She never stands up for herself, and when I try, he just laughs, and truthfully, I have given up. As for myself, I have terrible trust issues. I can only trust one of my friends, and that pains me. I don't understand why I can't trust anyone, and that makes it difficult to open up to anyone. But I am lucky enough to have one friend that I can talk to. I just started scratching at my skin, and I'm scared that it will turn into cutting. I know the circumstances don't seem too severe to be cutting, but it sure feels that way. I think what you're doing is amazing, and it feels good to open up to someone about my problems. I'm glad there is always someone to turn to. Sincerely, Halie." Halie, thank you very much for coming to me, and I'm glad to get right to work on this. Okay, I mean, I know that's really tough to deal with, how parents can fight and bicker, and that's very annoying. One thing that I would advise you to do is, if you could sit down and actually, talk to your dad, approach him in the right way, calmly, be open-minded, and talk to him and tell him, "Dad, the way you're treating Mom and the comments you make are unnecessary. You should really try to do that." And if he proceeds not to listen to you, Halie, sometimes in life we're dealt with a hand that we can't change what we have received. We can deal with it, though, and the best way to overcome problems in life is not to sit and, be down about what we've been given, but to try and deal with it and accept it and grow from it. You know what I mean? So, you're saying that your family's a bunch of liars and it's full of hatred and thieves and it hurts you to see what they're doing. Halie, sometimes you can't change the way of the world and the way people are. And if your family's going to be that way, Halie, the best thing for you to do is to kind of be cordial with them and try not to be as close to them because you don't want them treating you in that way. And let this be a lesson for you, because you should always try to get a lesson out of every bad aspect of your life, and let it be a lesson, and let it show you how important and how helpful it is to have a good family. And in the future, Halie, I know for a fact that since you've had these experiences, you will definitely build a great and wonderful family for yourself and those around you in the future, which is a positive thing, and which is what I would encourage you to do. You see how you said your dad treats your mom in nasty ways. Halie, the one thing I really want to encourage you to do is I really want to encourage you to be there for your mother. You'd be surprised how much strength that can give a parent who's dealing with a rough time, that when they see their kids are supporting them, and when their kids are lifting them up. If you continue to lift your mom up, Halie, you might just give her the strength she needs to overcome the battles that she's facing, and that's what I really would encourage you to do. And if your dad wants to make ignorant comments like that, don't let it get to you. You can't change the way people are, and as long as you know the truth and you know what's going on, don't let the comments that people make bother you, because as long as you know what's going on, that gives you the ability to change things, and that gives you the ability to have a better way of dealing with things. You were saying how he just laughs when you try to talk to him, Halie. With all due respect, don't let it bother you, because in the future you'll be laughing at him because you'll see how ignorant he was in the way that he treated his family, and so will he. Don't let people that are under you make you feel less of yourself, and don't let it bother you if they laugh at you. He laughs at you, Halie, because he knows that you're right, and you said that whenever you go to talk to him, he'll brush it off, right? Well, he does that, Halie, because he knows you're right, and he knows you have valid points, and he doesn't want to hear it. He can't take it. And that's what people, especially adults, tend to do when they can't, take what a younger person is saying to them. So, I would not really give that too much thought, you know what I mean? You're talking about how you have terrible trust issues, and you don't understand why you can't trust anyone. Halie, I'll break it down simply for you. This is my personal opinion, like I said. You can, either call me right or wrong. My personal opinion why you have trust issues is because your family, like you said, is full of a bunch of liars and, backstabbers, and it's full of hatred and thieves, right? Well, Halie, that's what causes the most trust issues for you, because in life, family are supposed to be the people we can go to, and family is supposed to be the people that we trust the most, and they're always supposed to be there. But when as a child, when you're growing up and you see your family, being full of a bunch of ignorance, and being full of things that, like being filled with liars and cheaters and, people who hate, that just, gives you a negative outlook on things, and, to the point where you'll think, like, okay, if I can't trust my family, who are supposed to be the closest people to me, who can I trust? And that's normal, Halie. And you will definitely get better at building relationships with people. Just take it slowly and gradually, and take things one day at a time, and just don't go too fast-paced with your relationships with people. When you meet somebody new or when you have a friend, you know what I mean? Just take the friendship slow-paced. Let it gradually build up over time. Let things take their course, and you'll find friends that you can trust. Just gotta take time on doing that. You don't want to rush into it. You know what I mean? You said how you're scratching and you're afraid it's going to turn into cutting. Halie, you don't want to cut. I'm telling you. You sound like a very bright girl, and if you cut, it's just going to make things worse on you, because you're going to realize that cutting does not take away your problems. It makes problems worse for you. It's going to hurt your mom. It's going to hurt your family around you. It's going to hurt your friends around you. It's just going to dig the hole deeper for you. You don't want to do that. I encourage many of my viewers who told me they have cut to do hobbies that are safe for you. You know what I mean? That you like and enjoy and that are safe. For example, if it's reading, drawing, coloring, writing, if it's jogging, if it's exercising, if it's playing a sport, do something like that. Because that'll, take your mind off things. It'll keep you calm, and you won't be harming yourself, and you'll be avoiding the cutting. Cutting, Halie, is just going to damage your body. It's just going to, emotionally hurt you. And it's gonna, as well as physically hurt you, and you're gonna hurt the people around you, and you're gonna realize that your problems are still there, and cutting's not gonna take away your problems. It's going to create your problems, because you're gonna feel bad about hurting yourself. You're going to, wish that you didn't do it. You don't want to fill yourself with that regret, Halie. And if your family acts in those ways, and your dad acts in those ways, Halie, sometimes in life it comes down to the point where, what? If that's how your dad really thinks, and that's his mindset, then, sometimes we just gotta deal with those mindsets, and we have to know at the end of the day, as long as we know who we are, and we see the clear-cut view on things, that's all that matters, Halie. That's all that matters, is the fact that you're mature enough to see things the way they are, and you're trying to deal with them, and I completely encourage you to do that. Be there for your mom. You'll give her the strength, and, when you're there for her, and you take it day by day, you'd be surprised the changes that can happen. I mean, now, Halie, don't expect a 360 change overnight. Things just don't change overnight. They change over a process and a gradual period of time. So, I mean, just give things time, and things will work out for you. You know what I mean? You just take things one day at a time, and be there, by doing things as being there for your mom, doing hobbies that'll take your mind off things, stuff like that, and things will fall into place. Your mom will maybe feel a lot stronger now that you're encouraging her. You'll feel that you're even becoming a better person, because these events will strengthen you. You'll build a very good future. Like I said, you'll know how you want to run your family when you go to have a family and stuff like that. So these aspects will definitely benefit you. And you just don't want to let people, disrespect, like your father or your family, to degrade you and make you feel like you have to cut and make you feel like you're worth nothing, Halie, because you are not worth nothing. You're worth far more than you can ever imagine, Halie. You and your life and everyone's life, there's no price tag on it. You have to make the best out of it, because you're here, you're alive, and that's what you have to do. If you're cutting and you're letting people get the best of you, and you're choosing not to get back up when you're getting knocked down, you're only going to be harming yourself. You know what I mean? You can't put yourself in these bad situations. For example, I'm bad in math, and if I'm in a math class and I choose not to study, it's just going to make things worse. Same with, your situation. If you just, trying to better it, or trying to do your best to help out your mom, or, not let things get to you, it's just going to consume you, and it's just going to fill you with a lot of hatred and make you bitter. You don't want to be a bitter person, You want to grow from these things, and you want to know things for what they are, and I'm glad that you do see things for how they really are. You know, if you see your family as that way, I think it's personally better that you don't associate with them, because you don't have to deal with that drama. You know, and if you see your dad continuing in his ways, eventually he'll get it. You know, it'll bother him when he sees that he doesn't have a good relationship with his daughter. Believe me, even if he says he doesn't, it doesn't bother him. It does, because regardless, you are always going to be his daughter, and that will bother him. And so, if he wants to ruin a relationship out with a very bright young daughter of his, that is going to be his downfall. So, you know, like I said, if he talks bad to your mom, you know, once he leaves room, tell him, Mom, don't believe that. You know you're a wonderful woman, and you know that you're much more than any of these people can tell you that you are. And the same goes for you, Halie. Don't let him put you down, because you know you're much more than anything he could say that you are. You know, that's where you know this could really, you know, show you how to develop strength in yourself, which is always a good thing, because independent strength brings us many places, Halie. It definitely does. And like I said, just do your best, be there for your mom. Try to avoid the issues with your family, because you don't want to get dragged down from that drama. Be strong, don't cut. Do hobbies that'll take your mind off things and keep you, you know, at a calm, cool level. Definitely always, you know, be there for your mom, and she'll appreciate it, and she'll grow stronger. And things will work out. You know, take it day by day. You'll gradually become better at trusting people the more you take your time with it. And don't let your family ruin things for you, Halie. Don't let them put you down. And don't think that all people in the world are the same just because you've been dealt a bad hand with your family. Because I promise you it's not, Halie. You know, I'm closer to some of my friends than I am family members. And I'm closer to some family members than I am friends, you know. It's just, everybody's situation is different. Just don't let it degrade you and make you believe that all people are the same. Because you'll find good and bad in everybody, Halie. And just don't let that bad ever outweigh the good for you. And don't let that bad keep you down. Don't let it, you know, make you feel like you're just going nowhere, and don't let it make you feel like you're less of a person, because that's not the case. You know, there's good and bad in everybody, and people act the way they act sometimes for unexplainable reasons. We can't always find a justification for people's actions, Halie. But what we can do is we can deal with things, we can move past things, and better ourselves from things. And that's what I encourage you to do, and that's what I hope you do, and I know that things will work out for you. You'll definitely find your course with things, and life will take its course with you, and you'd be surprised the turnarounds things can have in life, Halie. One minute of a day could make a complete turnaround for you, Halie. You know, and I hope while you're reading this video, I really hope this it can help, you know, set the course for your turnaround. I wish you and your family the best of luck, Halie. You know, God bless you all. Like I said, just you know, take your time with things. Gradually build relationships with people by taking your time with their relationships, you know, and you'll gain your trust for certain people. And you know, be there for your mom, be strong for her, and it'll pay off. And stay away from the cutting, because like I said, your problems will still be there when you're done cutting. You'll feel bad about yourself. You'll be emotionally and physically harming yourself, and you don't want to do that. So just, you know, do hobbies that will take your mind off things that are safe, and things will be okay, Halie. And if you ever need anything more, feel free to email me. And once again, take care. I really hope to God that I helped, because I always give 110% effort in these videos. And yeah, once again, Halie, take care. And I hope that this helped. So yeah, take care.